Hi and welcome to this video on Destiny 2. This video is starting a new series that I am going to be doing every now and then, and I am going to get back to my infamous Second Son playthrough, but it's just a game I've played a whole lot and it's not as fun. I'm going to at some point, just not as fun. This game though is a very fun game, and I have been really wanting to make my hunter again. I do like the concept of having an exo, an awoken, and a human, but my warlock and my hunter were both awokens. So I've always wanted to remake my hunter, but never really had a reason to. This is now a reason to. Excuse me, sorry about that. The This entire thing is going to be coming from a good bit of understanding, but this will also give me the ability to have more thought through videos where I can actually like pick what we're doing and like go through it, record bits here and there. Like best way to put it, a typical Minecraft YouTuber, how they have good progress or overlapping good progress and then chunking it and then like bits and pieces, like trying to explain and editing, and I'm sucking at it. But this is basically what I'm going to be doing for the Destiny story, or Destiny, not story, gameplay. Playthrough, I think is the best way to put it, because Destiny is about build crafting a good bit. Like it's the build crafting is the sprinkles on top and like the whipped cream, but the base gameplay itself, which is like the pudding, cake, whatever you're putting the base whipped cream on, and sprinkles, maybe a cherry, which is the gameplay or the build crafting and all that. But the cake itself is very, 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 very good, and that is just awesome in of itself. Blah. Now, let's kick some ass. Hopefully, I have the builds. No, fuck. Okay, I should. Emphasis on should. Okay, so I can't stop on everything. Hopefully, because I didn't actually load in yet for the purpose of the video. Yeah. In this playthrough, I'm going to make sure you see every single cutscene. I'm going to be playing every single campaign in chronological order, at least from what I can do.
Some say this universe is made of light and darkness. These ancient forces flow through all matter and energy in our solar system and beyond. But we haven't always known this. When the Traveler arrived in our solar system, they called it many things. A ship, a planet, a god. Its presence provoked and inspired great change. It terraformed several moons and planets. Our lifespans increased threefold. And we launched colony ships to settle worlds beyond our own. This was our golden age. But like all golden ages, it was doomed to collapse. The Traveler was pursued by an ancient enemy, a voice in the darkness. It found us. Humanity lost everything. With the last of its strength, the Traveler pushed back its enemy to create something new. The ghosts. In the dark times that followed the collapse, the ghosts chose the first Lightbearers. Immortal warriors gifted with the power of the Traveler's light. Humanity faced many threats in those days. Invaders from beyond our system arrived in droves. Pirates, called the Fallen, came to scavenge the remains of our golden age. The warlike Cabal came for our territory and resources for conquest. The Hive, ravenous worshippers of death, came to feed their infernal hunger. And the Vex, strange living machines, came to recreate our world in their own brutal image. We fought with each other as well. For a time, chaos reigned. Though in the end, we came together to rebuild, to heal. We built a city under the Traveler, the last safe city of Earth. In this city, humanity lived peacefully in all its forms. The humans, Earth's original inhabitants, the Exos, marvels of the Golden Age, and the Awoken, a people touched by both light and dark. Lightbearers took an oath to protect the last city. Over the centuries, they earned the title Guardians. The Titans, paragons of strength and bravery. The Warlocks, mage scholars trained in the arcane arts. And the Hunters, bold adventurers gifted with cunning. Guardians know that when they stand together, they are stronger. And now, new threats use our own powers against us. The Black Fleet closes in, edging us toward a second collapse. And our greatest adversary, the voice in the darkness, is revealed. A being of unimaginable power. The Witness. But all is not lost. Brand new Guardians rise every day to shape the future of our solar system and beyond.
Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian. It worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost. And you? Well, you've been dead a long time. So you're going to see a lot of things you won't understand. This is fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city. Hold still.
Don't worry, I'm still with you. We need to move. Fast.
This place is an old cosmodrome, a Russian spaceport. It's quarantined now, and quite dangerous. But our only way forward is through that wall.
Okay, well, I have a chance to talk here.
I need
Shit.
to get you back to the city. To do that, we'll need a ship. But first, I need to find you a weapon. Let's keep moving.
Do have a chance to talk here. Hopefully I do. The reason why I'm not talking about RRP, like I said I would last video, is because I was dealing with tomfoolery of the PC variety. Because holy fuck, computers are fickle bitches, and I don't know why, but computers don't like me, consoles do, but I can make computers function, but I don't know they're in, like, I'm like an acupuncturist, not a medical doctor kind of thing. Like, I can make a console work, but a PC, oh, in other words, Epic Games didn't want to work. Basically, if you know Warhammer 40k, Machine Spirit, tomfoolery, I got help and it instantly started working once I finally got that help. So, yeah. With all that said, let's about to kick some ass.
They're all around us. It's a risk, but I'll get us more light. Hard military system, check. Frayed wires and rust, check. When I flip this switch, expect trouble. Not good. Not good. They're definitely not happy to see us. There's a rifle. Grab it.
I brought you back for a reason, Guardian. You're a hunter. That means you're not afraid to take risks. So, keep moving and be ready for a fight. Stay focused. If your tracker blinks, there's trouble nearby.
The buttons you're going to be seeing are my custom buttons to allow me to have an instant press for everything, but the buttons that are double pressed because I believe controller is
All those
janky.
scavengers, alien pirates picking at humanity's remains.
Because the controller is kind of janky overall, the double press can sometimes like do an ability, which is why that basic press or the R1 is my uncharged melee ability, so whenever I have my charged melee ability, I can just do either or because that allows me to do different things here and there. My charged melee is L1, which allows me to just toss that and do that whenever I need to. My grenade is what you just saw there to allow me to never accidentally toss my melee, but always be able to possibly toss my grenade. If there's ever that jank, I will only ever toss my, I will only ever aim down sights or punch. So, yeah.
Speaking of pirates, there's a loot cache. Let's take what's inside.
I fucked up there. Damn. I have not warmed up on this game. That is my excuse, and that is genuinely an excuse, not just me. Okay. An excuse is, in my personal opinion,
Your light is strong, Guardian.
something that is not like, okay. An excuse is something that is not necessarily correct, but is a good enough reason to not do it. When it is correct, that is just a reason to not do it. It's not an excuse necessarily. Because an excuse because of the connotation is what I'm saying that. But this is overall an excuse because that should not have missed. I just fucked up there. That melee should not have missed.
I'll locate a ship we can use to fly home. Heads up. A fallen raiding party. We're in more trouble than I thought. Fighting. I'm scanning for nearby ships. You're doing great. Focus on the fallen. No ship, but I'm detecting a friendly signal nearby. They may be able to help.
I repeat, this is Shaw Han. My Vanguard operation is compromised. I'm separated from my strike team.
Vanguard. They're from the last city. Shaw, where are you? We can help.
Cass, Maeve, if you're hearing this, rendezvous at the following coordinates.
Something's interfering. I don't think he heard us, but I've got a lock on his location.
I will be making a build once I actually get to the tower. Hopefully this video I can speed run through all of this to be able to get to the tower, but I'm not going to be trying to jank it or anything like that before then.
Thank the light. I didn't think we had other Guardians on patrol here. Listen, my fire team's missing. I need backup, and... Oh, you're fresh out of the grave, aren't you?
We heard your distress call. We're here to help.
Brave. I like it. Tall order for your first day, though. Doesn't help that I rushed the perimeter scans, and now... I need to locate my team before there's nothing left to find. Sit tight. I'll get you to the city soon enough.
I've made it this far. Let me help.
I get it. Nobody likes to be sidelined.
Guardians are stronger together. Isn't that right?
You sound like Commander Zavala. All right then. Load up. This is gonna get dicey. But do what I say, and we'll get through it.
We won't let you down.
Follow my signal.
Once we get to the tower, or I think I did finish that, but I'm just going to make sure. Once we get to the tower, I'm going to fully make a build. Hopefully, I can finish the edit.
There's a weapon in that locker. Probably an upgrade for you. Grab it and head to my location. I'll scan for signals from my jump ship. I need you to be my eyes on the ground. Something's causing interference. My scanner's shot. We might be doing this the old-fashioned way.
Analyzing. I've got a source for the interference. Let's check it out.
Get the fallen off that thing.
Get me closer to that antenna.
This game looks a little bit jank because it kind of is overall, but if you are a lot more accurate, like when I punched the guy above them but didn't kill him, that's because I missed, but the lunge itself wanted to hit. So if I was more on center, I would have gotten the kill there. Like different things like that. Sometimes it doesn't get the kill, but that's very, very RNG just doesn't like you. But this game overall is very fun. And I do hope you see how fun this game is if you've never played it, and if you have, I hope you really enjoy this game.
Stolen city tech has been spliced in here. That's scrambling your scans.
Fallen can't resist tinkering with old scrap.
They're certainly skilled at it. This will take a minute to fix. Hold them off while I work on this.
And all my abilities are different to allow me to have insta presses for all my abilities, but I had to change things here and there, like my crouch is L3 to allow me to slide and aim, do different things like that. Stuff like that.
Signal restored.
Damn. Our team signals are missing, and last known locations are nowhere near each other. They wouldn't split up unless things got real bad. I'll track Cass. You find Maeve. Sending coordinates now.
The reason why I stopped there is because I thought that that was a lightweight.
Fallen once lived in the Traveler's Grace. But
To an extent.
something happened. The Traveler left them, and that brought ruin to their civilization. They've come all this way chasing what they lost, hoping to get it back. Or take it from us. Looks like the Fallen want to keep us out.
Or keep something in. There's worse than dregs in old Russia.
Let's check out the control unit. This is locked down with adaptive encryption. We'll need access keys to bypass it. The Fallen salvagers might have some.
Vehicle-based combat is very fun in this game
We need 2 more.
until the vehicle starts exploding, because then it won't regen past a certain point, and that certain point isn't even what it shows. Like, technically this vehicle has less health than that, I believe, for the amount of damage it's taken. And later missions in this game do have combat encounters with tanks, which is just absolutely fucking gorgeous. And speaking of those campaigns, some of those do have a legendary version, and those I'm actually going to be playing on that legendary version, solo, which is going to be very fun, and hopefully I can do it. And if you were wondering, thus far, there is only 2 vehicles in the game. In other words, I am expecting a multitude of different vehicles at some point. At some point in Destiny's future, if it's not like Destiny, I do think Destiny 2 can stay Destiny 2. I don't think it needs a Destiny 3 necessarily. Kind of like how Overwatch 1 became Overwatch 2. That general thing for Destiny 3 is understandable, but I don't think a full-on Destiny 3 is needed. Like a full-on get it down, destroy it, or not get it down, destroy it, make a completely new installment, and go from there. I do think Destiny 2 should continue on the same game, but possibly redo it. That is understandable, but I don't think the game truly needs that. To be completely honest, it doesn't need the retitle, renaming, or anything like that. And if you're one of those that are thinking that Destiny 2 is going to be ending after this year, Bungie has never once said that. Bungie has actually said the exact opposite multiple times. And they have said that they're just keeping their cards close to their chest because they want to fully express what they're doing then, so you can have a good, just factor kind of thing. The good, like, holy shit, that is amazing factor, which is why they've only showed and talked about the basic mechanics and the basic mechanics of the next episodes, and those aren't basic for the basic mechanics, to be completely honest. And which is why I'm looking forward to Frontiers, because that name and how Bungie does things, like, if you don't know, weapons in this game have a reason to be called a specific thing. Yeah, okay. Weapons like Hake, or not Hake, I think Hake, are Hake the ones with the musical related? I don't. Fuck. I go by Origin Trait. I think that is one because it has the same general naming style, but I might be wrong. There is naming styles across so many different weapons that all have different meanings, and there's different foundries. I can actually go to there. Here. You don't have foundry. Shit. It's easy to see with the different foundries. Like Wildcard is technically a foundry because that is its thing, but not all Origin Traits are foundries. I'm sorry about the sidetrack, but this game is gorgeous because even the naming has a reason.
All the keys we need. I should be able to break the encryption now.
So when the future of Destiny is called Frontiers, I'm expecting, and this is not a, like, this is going to happen, this is just, or even if it does happen, or if it doesn't happen, it's not a bad thing, but I'm expecting, because of how Bungie does things, Frontiers to be about exploration, where it's opening up exploration even more to the point of, like, Warframe's space exploration update, where you just have a space rig with your space bros. I was gonna say ninja, but they're not really ninjas anymore. Space Power Rangers! Like, just absolute ass kickers of absolute proportions.
Shaw, you were right about this barrier. The Fallen were keeping the Hive at bay.
The Maeve is in more trouble than I thought. You need to hurry.
This is a powerful surge of arc energy. Whatever's causing it, even transmats won't get through right now.
That's what he was talking about. Now, something kind of cool. This gunk here is not actually Hive shit, like you would think, like people would typically think. That is just caused by their language, which is kind of disturbing in and of itself. And I think it's also their very presence, but I believe it's just the language overall.
Hive contact.
Also, if you've never played this game, look out for the varied flavors of explosive bitch. There is so many different explosive bitches, and they are always very, very annoying. They will ruin your fun.
This is suffocating my light.
Now, okay, what you just heard there is actually okay. Guardians have the ability to constantly resurrect, which is the respawn mechanic, which is why you can respawn your ally in these sections because you have a chunk of respawn energy to be able to give to somebody. Don't know why. I think that's just to let people have not greedy mechanic or not allow them to be greedy, where they have to be able to give it to somebody. But I'm guessing they could technically write it themselves. In these sections, though, you can't, and you always have to go into them. These sections are actually in the lore where they're places of congealed darkness, where there's just a big bitch, a big boy, or a lot of boys that are evil in some way, shape, or form. Or I think it's not. Is it not actually evil? Is it just hate filled? Because, okay, with the modern day understanding of the Destiny lore and how darkness is fully portrayed and how it's emotion driven and different things like that, and how Strand is technically just pure consciousness and different things like that, but um darkness, these places could just be places of absolute depression. Just these guys could be having like a smoke break. Just like, oh my god, this place is fucking horrible. Right? Yeah. Like that general thing. Just absolutely just having the worst day ever. But if there's enough of them, theoretically, it could have this same effect for a guardian. That's huh. These guys are literally interdimensional demon cockroaches. So these guys, a couple of them should be able to cause absolute, just overwhelming, just pain.
Cave
But
just ahead.
a lot of like fallen would
No.
be needed, something like that.
There may still be light left in her ghost.
I gave it some more light.
I'm sorry. We were too late.
I was too. Cass, I couldn't get to him in time.
There was a hive wizard, a powerful one. We tried.
This isn't on you. You did what you could.
We have the remains of her ghost.
She'd appreciate that. You should just head to camp before that wizard comes back.
The reason why I abused, relatively speaking, that vehicle is because those vehicles are not in every mission. They are very scattered about on when you can actually use them, and some places you can't actually take them all the way through because of some reason here and there, like parkour or something that you can't actually get through with the vehicle the entire way. So when I have the chance, I always just use it to the maximum, or at least as much as I can, because like I talked about, the damaging of vehicles and how vehicles actually have less health the more damage they take. Even when you see things start falling off, that is damage values, which is interesting. This section here, you actually have to teleport, which is cool. I have about 20 minutes to get to the tower. If I can do that, next video I will
Even the
have a
light
build.
has limits. Sometimes you don't come back. That hive you saw was a powerful wizard named Navota. Didn't expect to run into something that strong, and I wasn't prepared. Now it's too late. Maven Cass knew the risks. Best way to honor them is to finish the job. There's a Golden Age relic, a superconductor, in a sealed chamber nearby. Vanguard says we can make a weapon out of it. Problem is, the superconductor is overflowing with arc energy. Can't even get near the place, much less break the lock. We need to find a solution, and something tells me our fallen neighbors know a thing or two about the infrastructure here. These were my fire team's assignments. They're yours now. Go shake the tree, we'll see what falls out. Sounds good. Comms are fuzzy again. Is it the hardware? That signal interference.
Okay, I'm not going to do this skip because I actually do want to have fun. Or do want to play this game like this game was designed to designed to be played, because this New Light campaign, if you just skip, you don't really see a lot of the story, and I will try my best to explain the story here and there where I see that's really needed. Because this game is absolutely gorgeous, just the New Light campaign, from what I remember, is not the greatest. But thus far, it's pretty decent. The lights in this game are absolutely gorgeous, and the darkness subclasses, even though they are technically darkness, they are kind of the most gorgeous in my personal opinion, because of the absolute. Ooh, I have not been here before. Well, ouch. Hmm. That is the final shape witness chicanery. And I, in my gameplay, have not figured out what to do with these ghosts. I think my shit is just busted, because I have not figured out what to do to be able to grab them at all. Thought it was just one specific thing, and it is not. So, I don't fucking know. Like, shouldn't I have... Oh, just don't have a vehicle. Which means I can... Not weapons. Equipment. Vehicle. This vehicle. I want my skimmer. Hell yeah. Okay. Now, skimmers are not pay to win. First, they are actually free, and I believe they are always going to be free, and I have said this every single time I have the chance, because skimmers are really fun. They are basically hoverboards, and they allow you to have some amazing movement and just amazing freedom overall when you can actually summon them and just play with them. They allow you to do some crazy shit. Like, for an example, skimmers allow you to take no fall damage whatsoever, and I'm actually going to show that off. I'm going to go all the way up here, jump off, and then do the thing to make you take no fall damage. To take no fall damage, all you have to do is dodge before hitting the ground. And dodging doesn't take energy and different things like that allow it to have so much more freedom in movement that the Sparrow just doesn't have. Which is absolutely gorgeous and an amazing show of what could be in this game at a future date. Because the ability to just negate fall damage completely and utterly and just absolutely move around the place is gorgeous. And at some point, I'm expecting to have multiple seating vehicles, vehicles that have weapons. Like, I'm expecting at some point for vehicles to have so many different varieties and flavors that is just amazing. Now, with all that said, I am gonna go pick a place and murder a whole lot of Fallen. Do I have to be specifically... No, cool. I just have to murder Fallen. And I know for a fact I will not be able to complete this objective, or this campaign and get to the tower in this video, but next video I will be continuing that as well. Or, next video, so I have something to do. I'll be continuing this and seeing how far and how much I can actually get done. Sorry about that. With that said, I am actually going to be... What's the word? I'm actually going to be getting rid... Or not rid... Fuck. Sorry. My brain completely just fried because I had a fly in my mouth. And that was not fun. With all that said, I'm trying to complete this objective and get a little bit farther. I think like one objective, possibly two, depending on what it is. I am going to call it a video because I only have like 10 minutes left here and there. Those guys are only hives, so I need to go this way for Fallen. Where is a Fallen Lost Sector? This way. My favorite Lost Sector in the game, actually. And how these vehicles are free is that when you are in Guardian games, and that is the symbol of the vehicle here, that is Guardian games. Because it is the Guardian games exotic, similar to... I do want to show off specifics. Why doesn't it have that symbol? Heir Apparent, if I remember correctly, and I believe it's still working the same way, you can get for free in Guardian games. Because the skimmer is the same way, I think it's going to work the same way. We're going to be able to get it no matter what, indefinitely. But with that said, last time the skimmer the skimmer objectives were a couple things, and then one thing that sounded very hard, and then because of resets and different things like that, once you understand that it's not really that hard. I don't know why I didn't just kill... Oh, motherfucker. I should have just killed some hive. Not hive. Fallen. Because of the... What was I saying? What was I saying? Fuck. I completely forgot what I was saying. Which sucks.
According to that schematic you found, the power grid here is linked to a dormant comms array. That array should be pulling plenty of juice from the grid, but it's offline. If we spin it up, it might stop the overload and get us to the superconductor. Trick is, we need to be at two places at once to reboot. The array itself and the power station. To top it off, Navota is still out there, so you need to watch yourself. I'm not losing any more Guardians today.
Okay, with all that said and done, I hope you all enjoy the video, and I'll